Welcome back to another session of OcoDBA Tutor. Last time we left off, I showed you guys how to get the Oco Linux install from the Oco. Um, yeah, the package one, and actually, you know what? I should have showed you the website. So this is a website for to see to get the Linux packages. If you go Tech Network /database/enterprise edition /download, and then you can basically look at all the different Linux download. And basically to download Oco, you have to click on, you have to accept the agreement, and then also you need to have a an Oco user account. Basically that's easy to set up, and basically once you have that, then you'll be able to the Oco software. So after you've done that, these are the two files that you'll be downloading. And once you have these two files, you go to your remember I showed you how you can just put them in your Oco directory yesterday. So this is what I have. These are the two files that I have. And then so after you do that, you go to you open up PuTTY, and you use PuTTY here to so basically first thing you do is you to find out what the permissions are on these two files, you have to type in ls altr. It's going to tell you who the users are and who has access to those files. So basically what you want to do is you want to do this. You want to do a chmod 777 again that's to give complete access to the file, and then you have to put that file in. Personally what I do is I just highlight find directory. Let me make sure. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Ch. Actually, you know what? You cannot since you are Oracle in Oracle. Go back to the root user. So this user is able to do pretty much anything on the system. So let's retry that command again. Remember, you highlight and you right click. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. CD home / Oracle. Bam. Okay. So these are the two files. So again, you just have to make sure that you're in the home / Oracle directory, and then what you do is you do the chmod command again. You can use the up and down arrow to be able to bring the previous statements, and then you issue that command. Okay, let's do this. You have to. Let's do this. Okay. chmod, so this should be it. There you go. So previously I did not have that zip extension. You need to have that to be able to. You need to have you need to have the file just the way it is in saving your system to be able to open it. and I'm going to run the same command, but this time I'm going to change it to 2, and then there you go. And then so if you look at the files now, they're green, meaning that you have all access. You can access them. You can write to them, and you can execute. You can execute them. So once you're done, basically what you do is you have to. So the thing about having a fresh install of Ubuntu, you have to run a couple of commands. You have to run the apt. What apt is basically it allows for you to basically like to go ahead and get. So it's basically say get, and then you have to type in not install but get. The first thing you should do is one of the first things you should do is you should run an apt get update, and that's going to update your software. It doesn't take too long. So after you're done updating your software, then you're going to run the apt get upgrade, and that's what's going to upgrade the software. And basically that means that basically if you look at what's on the page, you just see a bunch of packages that are being updated. So that's what these two commands do. They update the packages for you, and then you run the apt get upgrade. Do you want to continue? Yes, I do. And also one thing I would advise you to do is always keep track of how much disk space the disk space that you be using. So for this one you need to get 39.4 megabytes. Hopefully you have enough space. So for me, I do have enough space because that's what I gave a lot of space to my instance when I created on Amazon. So what you do here is just, if you have enough space, you select yes. If you don't, you select no, and you can go ahead and add more space onto your Amazon instance. So there you go. Yeah, you need to have these to be able to basically run a lot of your software. The packages they're constantly updated, so you just need to run these two commands as soon as you install the software on your desktop. Oh look, we have a fail update. I wonder what happened on that one. But hopefully let's see what the outcome is. Okay, so we've just run those two commands. So let's do ls again. Okay, the files are still there. So one of the things you have to also download is you have to run this command. You have to download unzip, which is a package. So the way you do that is you do apt get install unzip. There you go. So unzip allows for you to open, or to basically, again, it speaks for itself. you have a zip file and you want to unzip it, so you need to have the unzip software to be a utility. I mean, to be able to basically get the necessary files, or basically to open up the zip file that you have. And let's try to go back to Oracle again. SU/Oracle. That's the way you get access into your Oracle account. There you go. And then ls. Okay. Let's try to run unzip if it's gonna work, or if it doesn't. Unzip. There you go. That's one of two. Oracle software package, one of two. The next one will be the second one. Hopefully this one doesn't take too long. Yeah, hopefully this one doesn't take too long. So let's see where this one goes. There you go. Come on. See, remember I told you, it's all about how much space you have on your instance, right? And you see how much output you have, and all those are basically what's being dumped into your instance. And if you don't have enough space in your instance, then you pretty much basically you won't be able to do anything with the software. Again, the thing is, even if you have the software, right, you have to have enough space in there so that you can actually use the software. So if you, let's say you give yourself 12 gig of space, right, and you install the software and it gets to up to 8 gig. That's only for the software itself. That's not for the data that you be basically creating within the software. So if you find yourself pretty much like at the 12 gig bar pretty soon. So that's why I would say allow yourself a lot of free space. So go as much as 20 gig, just to be sure, just to be on the safe side. There you go. So we have just unpacked first package 1 of 2, and then let's do package 2 of 2. Remember, just use the arrow to bring back the command that you previously ran, and then assign 2 of 2 zip. There you go. It's gonna be pretty much the same thing. It's gonna open. It's gonna run through different packages that are being imported, or imported into your instance. So you gotta be patient on this one. And while the software is actually being unpacked, I'll show you what downloading the Oracle software from Amazon from Oracle looks like. So on this page, when you agree, you click on the software. It's gonna take you to a page where you have to enter in your username and password. Okay. And there you go. After you enter username and password in, you click on sign in, and you'll be able to the file is immediately going to be downloaded onto your desktop, and then you just have to and also, after you download it, make sure that you have the right file, that the file is not corrupted. Because I did that once before. I downloaded package 1, and that file was corrupted, and I wasn't able to open it, and then I had to re-download it all over again. It takes a while before you can for you to be able to download it. Depending, I mean, that also depends on the connection speed that you have. Okay, that's taking a really long time. So pretty much, this is how you download your Oracle software. So basically, after you download it, you run the ls command, which is basically a list command, list the directory, and you see that you have a new directory called database. That's where all the files that were in this zip file and this zip file were put in. So, okay, let's do a clear. And we know it's database in there, so you can do cd, that means change directory to database, bam, and then ls to list the directory again to see what's in there. And then in here, this is where you have, this is a command that you will run to do the installation for your software, the run installer. But the thing is, before you actually do this, there are a number of things you have to do first. You have to there are some packages you need to have. There are some configuration you need to make. So I'll stop the video here. On the next video, I'm going to show you basically how to do those few things before you run the run install, and then we can run the do the installation itself, and then basically you have yourself an Oracle software to work on. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys next time.